come true if you just believe. All you have to do is believe.
Oh, I do believe. I do believe in sluts. Ma, what's wrong?
Leap year? Full moon? Oh, my God, the curse.
In New York, maybe you'll take it to him,
Nah, I think I'll mail it. That way, I'll always picture him right here on the boardwalk. Hey, someone's sitting there.
Makes it exciting. Come on, live for the day.
Miles, there's a detective in the bushes.
A detective? A detective in the bushes? That's perfect. And you make believe you're the farmer's daughter hanging clothes on the line. Eh? Oh, come on. The place is out.
Oh, it must be at least 103, and the mall was impossible.
Did you get something for the grandchildren?
Oh, please. You know, Robbie wants a Batman hat. I went to 6 different stores. They were all sold out. I finally went to one store where they had one hat left, and another woman saw it. Oh, I can't.
Miss Devereaux?
Oh, yes.
Won't you come in?
Oh.
Thank you, Andy. Blanche, come on in. Sit down. And who's this?
Who do I look like? I'm her mother.
Grandmother.
What are you looking at? She scuffed those shoes. I hardly left a mark on that boy.
I'll see you later. I'm going over to Tony's.
You know, for lunch?
No, I just called him. He was in bed. I heard female laughter in the background. It was Angela. They're sleeping together just like I suspected.
Front lawn and singing songs and dressing up in bed sheets. Of course, coming from Chattanooga, he wasn't familiar with the custom. He had a heart attack. He spent most of the summer in intensive care.
I have a surprise for Dorothy.
What? Now that you're off the blood pressure medicine, it's working again?
My God, Sophia, is there anything Dorothy didn't tell you about us?
Actually, yes. I didn't know she was pregnant until 4 days after the wedding.
Hello. Sophia,
Oh, that, New Year's Eve.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I remember. You and Dorothy were in New York, and I had planned to spend the evening alone. Of course, that was before Blanche brought those 2 brothers home from the Rusty Anchor. How could you do this to me, Blanche? You knew I wanted to spend tonight alone.
Rose, nobody who says they want to be alone on New Year's Eve.
Foundation.
Yes, Dorothy, you know that's the man who built the Fjord Falcon.
Henry Fjord was a saint. He dedicated his whole life to eliminating pond scum from Lake St. Olaf. His son, however, was a big disappointment. Henry... Blanche, I thought you were in bed.
Oh, I couldn't sleep. It must be from living with old people. I've been going through my diaries. Just listen to this. March 3rd, 1967. Rose, what is this? Yellow eyeballs are staring at me.
Those are egg yolks, Blanche. Blanche, you are exhausted. You have to sleep.
To sleep, perchance to dream. My God, what a wonderful life. Oh, I'm getting so good I can't stay.
All right, how did the audition go?
Great. Oh, you should have tried out, Dorothy. Everybody was really stinky. You might have gotten a part this year.
Rose, don't be silly. Dorothy couldn't get a part. We're doing the award-winning musical Cats. You have to be agile, graceful, and sensual.
I want Leon off the team. Now, I don't care if he is 6'11" and weighs 300 pounds. The boy can't spell his own name unless he copies it off his jersey. Well, no, I'm not gonna tell him. You tell him. You're the coach.
Dean Tucker.
Come in, come in. Look, we'll talk about it later.
And Dorothy Zbornak, a substitute teacher. All right, our first category is English history. Shared command with Cromwell in victory at Naseby.
Who is Baron Fairfax?
That is correct.
Been for a visit. He can't even stay. How am I going to move on? How's my heart ever supposed to heal with Miles here? Do you really think I'm self-centered?
Use vodka and black underwear like everyone else.
Can we just get this over before I lose my nerve?
Marguerite, I hate to interrupt your work, but we have to talk to you.
Yeah, but before we do, I just want you to know that Tootie is my favorite on the Facts of Life.
To hide it.
Sophia, she's gonna be okay. I know it.
She will be, Sophia. Now, she's tough.
You know, there are all sorts of things that people get that they can't diagnose, and then they disappear just as mysteriously as they came. Gustav Lundqvist got sick from something mysterious, and he nearly...
Would they want your clothes?
Who knows? Short girl robber, travels a lot, likes strip drive. It's okay, I'm thrilled. I hated my clothes. I need new clothes.
They didn't take them, Ma. You hid them. Now, where are your clothes?
Maybe I...
Good old synergism.
You have no idea what it means, do you?
Not a clue.
Synergism is the powerful energy that is generated by two people engaged in the same activity. Up till now, I had no idea it could occur outside of Howard Johnson's motor lodge.
In Sicily, we never went to the doctor. We went to the widow Caravelli. Whatever you had, she had a cure. She was best known for this green salve she used to make to treat ear infections. One day, she gave a batch to Salvador, the village idiot.
Well, I'm very happy to report that this year's variety show is really coming along. And the first thing I'd like to discuss... Yes, Frida?
I heard that ticket sales are not going very well. I heard that you have not been able to find any good talent, and I heard that Kent Ferguson...
I know what you're thinking, that I'm only after your money. But I love you from the depths of my soul. The fact that you're a wealthy widow only makes me want to protect you, not to take advantage of you.
Whoa, Willie. You got your break...
It's our third?
We never had one.
Oh, come on. Of course we had one.
George, you were an intern. I don't call 2 hours in an empty hospital bed next to a man in a coma a honeymoon.
Honey, I lied. That man wasn't in a coma.
Oh!
How about if I make it up to you right now?
Michael, that's wonderful.
Of course, Michael. It's wonderful. It's just, kind of sudden.
I know it seems sudden. Lorraine is her name. She sings with the band. We've only been going out about 4 months, but I've never been so sure of anything in my life. Mom.
Behave yourself. Hello, Mr. Weinstock.
Oh, my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Unfortunately.
You're little Dorothy Petrillo.
That's right.
You haven't changed a bit. Same gorgeous smile, pretty eyes, beautiful figure, long golden blonde hair.
You have cataracts, don't
I'm looking forward to it.
I don't believe in plastic surgery. I think it's unnatural.
This from a woman who bragged she slept with a pig until she was 11.
I think if it makes you feel better, to look better, there's nothing wrong with it.
Then I guess it's just that looking good isn't that important to me.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about, Rose? You wear makeup with the money for a new roof.
Oh, it's $10,000, Dorothy. How are we going to come up with $10,000?
Well, I hate to do it, but I do have a couple of thousand in stock that I could cash in.
Well, I guess I could close out my Christmas club.
How much is that?
Let's see, we're in January, so this would be when...
way it'll work in the future, when my video camera gets back from the shop.
So tell me, what type of work is it that you need done, Mr.
Toto.
Mr. Toto?
Oh, no, Mr. Just Toto. You're Dorothy, and I'm Toto. At least for the next...
Hal, some hogs trampled it. I was hauling home a smoked ham for Mama, and I think it set them off. Well, anyway, that's when I fell in love with Charlie. He paid for a new wagon, even though my policy didn't cover acts of swine.
Didn't one another. So I want to know why I overheard you on the telephone telling Anita Rubaker that I had my tubes tied.
I said you bought a tube top. When did you have your tubes tied?
I didn't. If I had, it would have been about the same time you had your nose done.
I never had my nose done. Roses.
Always had dry bottoms but wet T-shirts because I always forgot to point the little ooh-hoo south.
You know, I didn't even think about that until Michael was at least 6 months old.
Oh, what's an ooh-hoo?
Which sister is this, Rose?
My younger sister, Holly. Frankly, I'm not too happy about it. This is a terrible thing to say, but I don't really like her. We haven't gotten along since we were kids.
Attractive as in drop-dead stunningly gorgeous.
Attractive as in attractive.
All right, what else?
She's someone I share my innermost secrets with in strictest confidence.
You mean like the time you told me you borrowed Blanche's car, dented it, and said the bag... The spokesmodel category on Star Search. But then again, you work your wonders in mysterious ways. A couple of years ago, on a night like this, I would have frozen to death because I was by myself. Now I have Dorothy and Blanche and Sophia to keep me warm. Not just on a...
Fine. See ya.
Well, Dorothy, what are we going to do now?
I don't know. This is such a mess.
Well, seems to me we have two choices. One, we can beg Ernie's forgiveness, or two, we can find another contractor.
Or 3, the Sicilian method. Torch the garage, collect the insurance, and build a summer house.
Hi, Ma.
Dorothy, how do you make your voice do that?
Here, honey, I picked up your new glasses.
Oh, thank God. Now I can see. Oh, wait a minute. These are no good.
What, are they the wrong prescription?
No, the wrong frames. I specifically asked for old lady smoking.
Something about themselves they'd like to change. The trick is getting beyond it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd love to know what it feels like to be the center on the Boston Celtics. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with who I am.
Oh, God, he gives me goosebumps when he talks like that.
Why don't I fix us all some coffee?
So, what does that mean?
Well, come on. If that test turns out to be positive, you're not going to want to be around me. You or Miles or anybody.
No, that is not true. And I'm sure Miles will feel the same way.
How am I going to tell him?
You don't have to tell him anything now. You're just going for a test.
It's not just very distressing news. Sophia's been pilfering cheese balls.
What?
This morning I made 48 cheese balls. There are now 26.
24. And again.
STEM conference, July 1945. Present were Truman, Stalin, Trebek.
And now, from compassionate but bubbling with sensuality just below the surface.
Oh, that's a relief. All this time I thought it was gas.
Ladies, it's time. Time to walk through the looking glass. Time to take that last glimpse of your former selves.
Blanche, we said we weren't going to do this.
Well, what else can we do? We never held a real conversation our entire lives.
Well, then it's time for us to start, okay?
Fine with me.
To us, to the beginning of a new and wonderful relationship, to sisters.
That's very sweet.
You what? It was a joke.
A joke. That's a terrible joke.
Awful.
You can't joke about a thing like that.
God, Rose.
I'm sorry.
I believed her.
I was set to go to her hanging.
Some joke.
Please? Yeah, I'd like to report a robbery.
But that wasn't a scheme, Sophia. That was a legitimate business.
And we lost our shirts. That's the beauty of this water thing. You can't lose. It's a ripoff, pure and simple.
Left office with the highest popularity rating since FDR. He was more popular than Tammy Bacon or Maybelline convention.
I can't believe it. How on earth did he get here?
You know how Alfonso kept talking about his old vaudeville partner? It turns out it was Bob Hope. Isn't that a kick?
Me meets a man of science. He gives me classified documents. I give him, well, a peek at the hinterland. It's an epic love till it falls to shambles in utter deception. He wasn't a man of science. He wasn't a man. Up at Shady Pines making boats out of popsicle sticks.
I've had it. I've just had it. In the past few days, I have been turned down for every available part-time job in Dade County that didn't involve selling cocaine.
One thing I've never told you girls. I spent the first 8 years of my life at the St. Olaf Orphanage. Gunter and Alma Nyland are my adoptive parents. How come you never told us about this before? Oh, I loved my parents so much, I really never think about it. But I sure did before I became their daughter. When I was at the orphanage, I lost it all. I'm sorry.
Mother, I am so ashamed of you.
I don't believe it.
Well, me neither. Rose Nyland isn't the kind to squat.
It's not pretty.
We better go. We have reservations.
I hope he's taking you to a cold climate.
Good night. Thanks, ladies. It was a pleasure.
Nice meeting you, Harry. Have fun.
The man is a scuzzball.
Honey, we want you to come in off the ledge. We're worried about you.
There's nothing to worry about. I'm not going to jump. That would be crazy.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm going to fly.
You can't fly.
Mr. Terrific can do anything.
Of course you can, Mr. Terrific. Rose, don't argue with me.
This has been a great day, Mr. Matsumo.
Toshiro.
This has been a great day, Toshiro. And driving your lawn boy was so exciting.
You don't have to turn on hot. I guess I just feel a little silly right now. Could I have transferred my love for the Beatles to this one man who plays a Beatle? Could I have been so shallow as to have fallen in love with the persona and not the person?
Sing a song. Yes, it's me. We just started, and before you know it,
Well, go ahead, finish your meals.
comes the time we have to say so long.
Horrible. Oh, I love you already. In fact, I haven't felt this way about a dog since Rusty.
Oh, God, not the Rusty story again.
Charlie brought him home as a present after our first child was born.
Oh, I wish we had a doggy door so I could push your head through it.
You feel right down there, that's it.
What's wrong with her?
Malcolm kissed her.
My God, she's in shock.
He gave me flowers from a store.
Ladies, good morning. We go on in about 10 seconds. Just relax and have a fun show.
I'll take you to a hotel. It just cheapens it. I guess we're doomed.
Let's talk inside. The thing is, I've never done this before. Bring someone home.
I understand.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah. Can be awkward.
I thought I could do it. I really did, and then I couldn't. You see, it would have been the first time since my husband died.
The problem is, overlook it. My mother did with my marriage. And if you say something smart, I'll slap you silly.
Listen, this is a private moment, so butt out, Rambo. Just admit that this is all because you don't like Barbara Thorndike.
Oh, God, I don't like Barbara Thorndike. I think she's a phony.
Oh, this from a woman who tells her dates that she was Angie Dickinson's body double and dressed to kill.
That's just a little white lie.
Oh, yeah? Then why is it on your job resume?
Blanche.
It's so soon.
So what are you saying? Marry me and take me away from all this. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, hello, Bernice. No, I'm alone. Well, what do you want? Yeah, sure, I'll sign him tomorrow.
I couldn't sleep, so I'm having some tea. If that's okay with you, Prime Minister Bota.
Oh, I couldn't sleep either. I had a terrible nightmare.
Was it the recurring dream where you're a lonely old woman and your family doesn't want you, so they put you in a home and never come to...
Sophia, I said abhorred.
Abhorred, a slut, a tramp, it's all the same.
Ma, we're talking about Rose.
Yeah, lately she's been abhorred too.
Frankly, I am worried.
I've never told anybody this, but I had to transfer high schools because of a field hockey incident.
Rose, that was a terrible thing to do, dumping Blanche. I'm not going to be your partner.
Oh, no, I want you all to stay partners. I've already got another partner. I signed up with Olga Nielsen. Turned my home into a halfway house for recently released criminals.
Yes, Rose, you are the smartest person in the world. Burger world.
Rose, if I use this permit, any kind of scum could walk through the door. Thieves, murderers, men who haven't seen a woman for 10 years, who've been doing nothing but lifting.
Hi, Ma.
What the hell are you doing home?
Ma, let's not get all mushy.
You chickened out, didn't you?
No, we went, or at least we started to. Halfway there, we ran.
You remember that?
Are you all right, Mr. Gordon?
Yes, I'm fine.
Sorry, it won't happen again. At least not until you're out of here.
Blanche, Karen and I are back together.
Karen?
He told me the truth about what happened.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I did. I told you so.
Honey, I'm sorry for not believing you. There's no excuse for my behavior.
There most certainly isn't.
I guess when it came down to it, I didn't believe you because I didn't...
Okay.
Just stay down. This is Mullins. I need an ambulance and backup at the Richmond Street Stakeout. My partner's been shot.
Oh!
Yeah, you know, at first I was really scared.
Wait! Oh, damn.
The courage to tell you how I feel. 9 years to save enough money for the bus fare to Miami. I love you, Rose. I've always loved you. I've waited a long time for you, and I've finally come to take you back home with me. Now.
I couldn't be intimate with just anybody.
Oh, yeah? What about the guy who painted our address on the curb?
You make it sound like it was a one-night stand. He'll be back when it's faded.
Honey, Mel's probably just bit...
Then you don't know if you'd give me a kidney?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm not surprised. You never even lent me a Kleenex. Besides, I'm a size 8.
Your kidney wouldn't fit me. There's not room in my body for your kidney. Well, I guess I'll
Do it with a Southern accent? Of course I want you to do it with a Southern accent. I said, oh, thank God, because I don't really know how to play it without a Southern accent.
So you
and
played
even a
May-
phone.
May Southwest.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, Frank, I am aware of that. No, I'll have the money to you.
Oh, will somebody say I'm sorry before I burst? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if I have to die, I'm just glad I'm doing it with my two best friends.
Oh, I love you, Blanche.
Oh, I love you, Rose.
I love both of you.
Oh, I'm just so full of love.
The Donatello triplets, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bet those boots have more miles on them than... Joan Collins' waterbed. Her waterbed.
On Sunday?
Rose, Gina's going to be with us for a week. Let's not have all the really big fun right away.
Hello there.
Blanche, this is my friend Jean.
Oh, I'm so glad to finally meet you, Jean.
You too, Blanche.
Dorothy has told us so much about you. I feel like we're bosom buddies.
Ma, not a word.
The school to tell me you had the highest IQ in the borough.
But that's a coincidence. I was told I had the IQ of a borough.
I had no idea. The brightest kid in Brooklyn? Well, that certainly...
George, promise me you'll never get your teeth bonded and run around with stewardesses.
I promise.
You swear?
I swear.
I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Hi, Ma!
What the hell are you doing home?
Ma, let's not get all mushy.
You chickened out, didn't you?
No, we went, or at least we started to. Halfway there, we ran.
And then one night at the country club, possibly during little Mei Ling's coming out party. Dorothy's having the time of her life when she goes to the powder room and she overhears the towel lady telling Mrs. Steinbeck that Dorothy's husband.
I'm sorry, Rose. It was a bad joke, and I didn't realize what it was doing to you.
Bad joke? It wasn't a joke at all. You mocked my relationship with Charlie, and you ruined my friendship with Miles. How can you be so cruel?
This is the best looking outfit you own.
You're right. I still look damn good in this thing.
Well, I don't know about damn good. That particular design does tend to accentuate your behind while simultaneously diminishing your cleavage.
Wait just a minute, Blanche. First you tell me...
Oh, come on now. I heard you laughing. What's so funny? For starters, Gina's a lesbian. What's funny about that? You aren't surprised? Of course not. I mean, I've never known any personally, but isn't Danny Thomas one?
Educated or worldly enough to help.
Oh, Rose, I'm sorry. You got a minute?
Sure, Dorothy.
It's about Eddie. You know, I've been seeing him for a week now. I'm having a relationship with him like I have never had with a man before in my life. It is purely...
You told me exactly what you wanted me to do a dozen times. Any idiot could have done it.
I know, honey, but you were the only one going downtown. Are you sure that you dropped it off at the newspaper office?
Yes, 6 people already called while you were out. Hey, give that to me. I'll try and find it for you.
Do you like some coffee?
Sure.
Yeah.
How about some Danish? It's almost breakfast.
Hey, you want some eggs? Sure.
Do we have any bacon?
Yeah, we got bacon.
Scramble me a couple, but
Scrambled salt. Bacon, 5 pieces. Oh,
You're a wonderful woman, Blanche. No offense.
Steal money out of his wallet while he's in the shower.
We've agreed to keep our finances separate. He insisted on it.
Well, that's good at least.
He even suggested that since we'll need a bigger place to live, I should give him my half of the money now before I even get there, so that it'll be our place, not his, right from the start.
You didn't come in here to apologize. Why don't you leave?
Why should I apologize?
I'll tell you why, because you're nothing but a backstabbing Judas in sensible shoes.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what you are? You're a 2-lira tramp with cheap bridge work.
May you put your dentures in upside down and chew your head off.
Realize the significance of football in the South. I've had men break dates with me to go to football games.
Oh, come on. Nobody's going to kill me over a high school football game.
They kill this fish. Dorothy, please, I'm scared.
All right, Ma. Nothing to be scared about. Out in a malt shop, the greatest pleasure you can get is slurping up what's left in the blender.
Is it any wonder I never breastfed her?
I don't know, there was something special about him. He made me feel beautiful.
They made me feel young.
He made me feel smart.
God, what an actor.
Oh, my God, I don't believe this. I'm gonna call the cops if you don't get out of here right away, you pervert.
Hi, Father Rossi. Here's the canned goods for the needy.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm terrible. And you fell for that old excuse.
Has either of you girls seen Marguerite?
She's not here yet.
I wish you'd look at this. She melted my buttons with the iron. Now I'll never be able to open my blouse again.
A dark day in the history of mankind.
Blanche Devereaux. Dorothy, I can't see a thing. What's happening now?
The Harlem Globetrotters just took the court.
Hello, ladies. I want to thank you for making time for me. But I wonder if instead of reading my family tree, if I couldn't just say a few words of...
Some news. I told my mother about us.
You're kidding. How did she take it?
Pretty well.
Chest pains?
You remember.
Hey, you don't forget your wedding day. Eat your potato.
What? Ma, you put Buzz Aldrin's head on Neil Armstrong's body.
I did?
Yes, Ma, you did.
I'm so ashamed. I wouldn't blame you if you sent me to bed.
Oh, my God, what were you grading?
Rose, I have wonderful news. But look, I think you better sit down first before you hear it.
Okay, you're the professor.
Well, you see, I'm not really a professor.
What?
And my name is not really Miles Weber.
Now might be a good time to let him down soft.
A cab is waiting, Sven. Will you come?
Blanche, I've done some thinking. I could never make you happy.
If you could never make her happy, good luck with the lean mean. It's got this little man on it. When you turn it upside down... Oh. I think I'll keep this one for myself.
You know, your Miles is a pretty exciting guy. I hope you know that.
Oh, I know it now.
But it's not the one you're hoping, Blanche. It was the heater fogging up my car windows that night.
So, what can I bring you, sweetheart?
Don't you dare talk to him like that. Now, you get out of here.
Blanche, I think.
May God bless and... Oi!
Oh, look, a holy man in need of help. Let me help you, oh holy man.
Writers Living in the 20th Century by Malcolm Gordon. I see you used my title.
Oh, yes. Read on, read on. Dorothy, is something wrong?
This is exactly the same article that I gave you.
Well, it didn't need a lot of work. I didn't have to add much.
I noticed you didn't add...
Rose, I'll be waiting.
Coast clear?
Yeah. Buzz, I've been thinking, why don't we spend some time getting to know each other before we go rushing off to Europe?
I know.
That way I'd have all the latest gossip around town.
Oh, you read me the gossip. In fact, I remember there was some kind of a scandal with a neighbor, I think. The name was, let's see, oh, thank you.
Phineas Wiggler? I can't believe you remember that.
Well, in all fairness, Phineas Wiggler is a...
Claude's funeral once. Everybody thought we were good friends because all through school he sat right in front of me because we were in alphabetical order. But in reality, all I knew about Lenny was what the back of his head looked like.
So, what did you say?
I loved the back of Lenny Linderflott's head. He had the...
Oh, girls, I'm devastated, just devastated.
Honey, what happened?
I asked my teacher for help like you all told me to. He said the only way I would get an A on his final is if I sleep with him.
No.
Oh, yes. I just don't know what to do. Get it right?
Blanche.
Oh, believe me, it's no gamble.
But you know what I do like? I like music.
Music? Well, wonderful. We can dance. Oh, yeah, we can do one of those hot, sweaty South American dances they do in the street because they don't have television sets.
Well, you got me again, Blanche. I don't dance.
You don't...
Did you see it?
Well, Dorothy, to be fair, one of them was Stan.
Do I sense a tinge of envy there, Miss Going, Gone for $25.50?
You can't put a price tag on beauty, Dorothy.
I'm sure you can.
Town.
Do you think we'll have time after dinner?
Well, Zippertown is always open. I'm sorry, that was mine. Just now, I swear. Good night, Rose.
My Phil is not gay.
You mean you're gay? What, your friend Gina's having some sort of membership drive?
Mom.
Dorothy, I know you don't get many dates, but stick with what you know. At your age, it's very hard to break into something new.
I can't believe I'm going to meet the President of the United States. Oh, if I say something stupid, I'll die.
Can we make a donation in lieu of flowers?
Dorothy, you're not still planning on saying all those things to the President, are you?
Oh, absolutely. When he comes through that door, I am ready for him. Read my lips.
Is Adolf Hitler.
Where's my history book? Is this the man we're talking
Yes,
about?
that is Adolf Hitler.
You can call him whatever you want, but that's Fritz Stickelmeyer. I'm as sure of that.
Worry about anything else.
Okay. Well, I'm off.
Totally. I sat there at 2 in the morning listening to Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. And then after an eternity, he comes back on the line eating chips. And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm the only one here. My phone's been ringing off the hook." I said, "Officer, what about my husband?" And then he's... Sophia, please, how am I supposed to keep you out of trouble? Why are you going through Dorothy's things? 'Cause I've already been through yours. Oh, my God, this box is a treasure trove. I guess as long as you already have it out, let's just...
You startled me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time I'll knock.
Like your bathrobe.
Yeah. Kids gave it to me for Father's Day.
I wish I had that knack.
Ma! Will you stop telling her what to play?
I'm not saying a word. Did I speak, Blanche?
Not a word.
You keep shaking your head.
I've been holding it up for 80 years. You'd shake too.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that summer day in 1932. I was thinking, boy, am I blessed to have such a precious baby in my life.
Oh, Ma, that's beautiful. Well, things are going just great. Oh, look at this. You're holding my hand while I'm skating. What were you thinking then?
I'll never forget that winter day in
Lamar Zbornak. Why don't we just pin a kick me sign on the kid? It's Roger.
Lamar.
Roger.
Lamar.
Roger. Lamar. Roger.
Fabulous. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving already.
For all of us to be here.
You're right. Bye, Dorothy.
Don't go. I want you all to hear this. I lied about the money. I didn't squander it on bad investments. I couldn't have. He didn't leave me any to begin with.
Mother, what are you telling me?
The one who had her nose done. Oops, sorry, Rose.
I don't believe you two kept that secret from me. Rose, why didn't you tell me?
Well, you're always so critical about those kinds of things.
I am not.
I'm sorry.
How much did it cost you?
$700.
Boy, you were gypped.
Men are pigs.
The first effects of Hurricane Gale are now directly being felt along the South Florida coast.
Oh, have all the acts shown up?
Are we all set? Where's the MC?
All set. Ladies, trees are falling. Power lines are down. So sad.
Well, I'm all set. What's with Satan's secretary?
Sophia, I believe Phil would have liked this dress.
Liked it. He would have looked great in it. Dorothy, I never understood why your brother liked to wear women's clothes, unless he was queer.
Sophia, people don't say queer.
Blanche, look at all these flowers.
Oh, my God. Who died? Did one of us die?
They're mine, Sophia. They're from a secret admirer.
Ma, look, I got flowers. 2 bouquets of lousy, stinking flowers.
3. Then I have a retirement account that's about $4,000.
Okay, I can borrow on my life insurance. That should bring us close, huh?
Then it's settled. We're going to call Sid and tell him to go ahead with a new roof.
Okay.
Oh, Ma, you will not believe...
That letter to Rose.
You what?
I wrote that letter myself. I made up a name and I answered Rose's ad.
Blanche, how could you? She thinks someone took an interest in her.
Well, someone did, me.
But what if she expects another letter from this guy? What if she decides...
They used laser beams on me. Zap, zap, just like that. No more cataracts.
Dynamite.
You black?
Laser beams, huh?
Give me a break, you old geezer. The sun's reflecting off the sand.
Who are you calling an old geezer?
What am I, Kreskin? How should I know what your name is?
If you didn't have...
Fox, will you go down the hallway and just look at the role of Blanche? I said, well, surely if I have to. So I came back very quickly, and he said, let me hear you read it, and I did. And then he said, thank you very much, and that was that. Then I was called in again, and this time Betty White was there. And she didn't have...
There's $1 I'll never see.
What a terrible night that was. I remember we were trying to make a train connection to get back to Miami.
Come on, girls, we only have 10 minutes to catch our next train.
I don't think I can take another 3 hours on a train.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. But then again, I've always...
I'm glad to hear it.
Would you care to dance?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh. I'm usually not this forward, but Glenn Miller has such an effect on me. You don't like Glenn Miller, do you?
Oh, are you kidding? I was in the search party. Let's dance.
Get real, Grandma. Either way, I'll get the bike. My folks will feel terrible because 2 mean old ladies forced me to return my toy. And because it was ruined in the accident on the way back to their house.
Accident?
See this water pistol? It's loaded with red.
Educated or worldly enough to help.
Oh, Rose, I'm sorry. You got a minute?
Sure, Dorothy.
It's about Eddie. You know, I've been seeing him for a week now. I'm having a relationship with him like I have never had with a man before in my life. It is purely... When's he gonna grow up?
Well, why should he when you make it so easy for him not to?
Are you saying it's my fault?
Well, all I'm saying is, Dorothy, you have to do something, or you're going to end up with a 60-year-old kid who can't hold a job or have a meaningful relationship, who keeps running to you all the time for emotional support. Can you imagine a man like that?
What would Mrs. Claus say?
Not to mention Mrs. Kleckner.
Who was that?
He's a Santa Claus.
You're kidding. I thought it was Fidel Castro. I meant, what was he doing here?
Blanche picked him up at the mall.
Well, I can't help it. There's something about a man in a Santa Claus...
Brought the news to St. Olaf that the British had no intention of coming. Our old Brisker, the horse who, because of a printing error on the ballot slips, was elected water commissioner for 6 months.
Hi.
Hi. Did you have fun at the track?
You went to the track?
Oh, yeah.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Of course, Blanche. They did it in that movie.
What movie?
Lawrence of Arabia.
This flyer that came in the mail says they're going to start a dirty dancing course down at Lawson's Dance Studio. What do you say, Dorothy?
Oh, no. I can't see myself swinging my hips and wildly...
Excuse me again.
I can't believe it. I am going to be a grandfather. Think about it. Part of me is going to be passed on to that child.
Well, I'm sure we'll learn to love it anyway.
Oh, I know, honey, I know, but you've just got to find a way to turn this negative into a positive. Now, what was supposed to have been a private, intimate moment between you and your boyfriend turned into a sordid exhibition in front of strange men.
And what's the positive?
I slept with the photographer.
Gyrating my pelvis. I am not interested.
And the world heaves a collective sigh of relief.
Rose, how about you? You want to learn dirty dancing?
I don't know. For some odd reason, dirty dancing always sounds dirty.
Come on. I'm not asking for a literary critique, you dweeb. Merrill gets out on the 21st. That's tomorrow.
But isn't that great news? Then you can finally meet him.
I don't want to meet him. I don't want him coming here. The man's a convict.
Oh, so Blanche's pen pal me keep my room, and I have an interview with McDonald's today. If I can see over the counter, I'm their new fry girl.
Rose, what happened?
My brakes went out, and the car wouldn't stop.
Oh.
My whole life flashed before my eyes, and the Neuterflocken twins played a...
Thank you, Blanche. Now, don't forget, I'm going to see you later at the book signing.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I can get a copy of your book there.
Well, it just so happens.
Oh, is this it? Vixen, Story of a Woman. Ooh, catchy title.
Would you like me to sign it?
Oh, sure.
Learned to love each other, thank God, but it wasn't our idea. There were 8 unmarried girls and 8 unmarried boys in the village that spring.
How'd they decide who went with who?
Height. If I hadn't stood on that rock, I'd have ended up with Luigi the pig boy.
So you see, it's not... Oh, my God, I've just spilled my guts to someone who drinks out of a toilet. Listen, I'm sorry, you are out of here. One Wawa in my life was enough. Look, I have had it with that disgusting dog. I have...
All over the place.
On the farm, a lot of the animals got artificially inseminated. Once, Harry the bull went through a whole spring unaroused. And the cows and my father were out of their minds with grief. I mean...
Where is this school?
Jenny, what happened?
He met a thin, blonde goddess.
Uh-huh.
One of those girls who has everything, you know, looks, money, brains, a body, and now my boyfriend.
Oh, honey, I've been in that position more than once.
You've been...
Acts of swine. It's amazing.
What's amazing?
Now I want you to look me in the eye and tell me you're not lying.
I'm not lying. Sophia, it's for you. He says his name is Tony the Hook. Tell him I'll call him back. What are you looking at? He's my butcher.
Blanche, you can't take all that luggage.
Well, Dorothy, I may run into a celebrity while I'm sunbathing on the beach. I only packed what I need to make me look my most devastating. And I hope you packed a tight butt.
Oh, yes. Now, whose cab is this? Is this yours or mine?
Rose.
That's reverse, Dorothy.
I did that once. It was his birthday.
Ma, we did not get a VCR so that you could watch dirty movies.
I'm 81. What are you worrying about?
And I'll smile.
Oh, Ma, that was very sweet.
Just lovely, Sophia, can you ever forgive me for all those ugly things I said?
Of course I can. It was said in the heat of battle.
You know, if I had it all to do over again, I'd let you have Fidel.
Oh, you're so generous.
Should be angry because I didn't sweep under the bed.
Gee, you're really a good liar.
I know. That's why I'm studying to be a lawyer. See, I'm going to school at night, and the only time I have to study is when you all go.
Are there any applicants for the new production assistant's job coming in this afternoon?
They'll be here at 2.
Hi.
How do you do, madam? I am Enrique Mas.
Mrs. Nyland is here on an age discrimination complaint.
I can assure you I will try very hard to help you.
Could I ask you something? I heard you mention you're going to be hired.
What is 8 times 6? Okay, now that we have a few minutes. I think Rose made 2 very good points. 1, not all psychotics are dangerous. And 2, honey, you have to let go.
Hiya, Ma. How you doing? Oh, Ma, I feel dizzy. Oh, there's a pain going up my arm, my chest. Ma! Oh.
Will you answer the door, Dorothy, please?
Ma, it's my heart.
Sorry.
When did he die?
I wasn't there, Rose. You were.
You mean I slept with a dead man last night?
Honey, I sleep with them all the time.
He was so quiet. I just thought he was a sound sleeper. What do we do?
Call the police.
Who's she?
Oh, sorry. This is my ex-wife, Dorothy. Dorothy, this is my soon-to-be ex-wife, Chrissy.
Hi. I want you back, Stickman. I need you back. I was so wrong to think I'd be happier with Jean-Paul. I realize that now. I can't spend another night without you in that big...
Please, sit down. Listen, before I get Rose, let me assure you she is the only one here who thinks she saw a UFO.
No, I understand completely, Miss Bornak. By the way, is that Ms. Bornak or Mrs.? I'm hoping it's Ms.
Well, yes.
I just got a special delivery letter from St. Olaf. Uh-oh. It's from the Department of Water and Coffee.
Coffee?
No, thanks. It makes me jumpy.
Look, Ma, we're not getting anywhere. Blanche wants James and Thomas. I'll try to save them. You go over there with frickin' frack and try to ditch them.
You want me to offend them?
Pretend they're family.
Is that you didn't have the guts to tell me that you're sleeping with my husband.
Well, gee, I would have. But I didn't know myself until about an hour ago.
What about what you said last night?
If you had let me finish my thought, Colonel Gaddafi, you might have understood. I said I thought this kind of relationship was wrong for you.
Well, it's not.
Dorothy, I'm your mother. I know you. You're a loving and sensitive person. But this isn't going to be enough someday. You'll be...
200.
Security, have this man removed. He's a lonely male impersonator.
210.
What? What is wrong with you? The woman's been with lepers.
300.
I'll just leave the kids with Stan's mother.
Over my dead body. That gorilla scares the children. Your Michael didn't sleep for a week after he saw her the last time.
Ma, that is enough. One way or another, I'm going to earn that money for the television set.
Sophia, would you just tell us so your husband can enjoy his meal in peace?
Tell me what?
Bobby, does your mama know you carry that gun?
Blanche, I'm a grown man. I don't have to have her permission. Although, to be honest, she's not thrilled about it.
That's because she loves you. I know I'd be a nervous wreck if Matthew were a police officer. I worry about him enough as it is, and he's a CPA.
Honey, you don't do too well under pressure. No, Rose, remember the time in the coffee shop when you didn't have enough money, so you ran into the ladies' room and tried to climb out through the skylight?
That doesn't happen anymore since I switched to decaf.
Well, I would volunteer, but I'm afraid I'd be too conspicuous.
Guess. Nobody asked you. Was I talking to you? I'm talking to my daughter. To me, you don't exist.
And who's driving you to your niece's wedding in California?
Salvador, you're upsetting Papa. Would you please find a mechanic? It's freezing in here.
Of course, it's a freezing in here. Mr. Ziti for brains decides to take a shortcut through Chicago.
Well, what are you doing here?
Blanche, I came here for more than just the music box. It was wonderful to see you after all these years. You are still my little dumpling.
That's all very sweet, but you're not getting the music box. And now, if you will please excuse me.
Hank.
Hi, everybody. Oh, Rose, don't move, honey. She's got the teddy bear and a water pistol. What?
Rose, it won't sound any less ridiculous if you hear it again.
You found my teddy. Where was he?
You didn't tell her?
Tell me what?
I think the price...
Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen. Does Dorothy get the job or not?
Oh, sure, I don't care.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Allen. I hope I can live up to your expectations.
God, what do you have in those boxes?
As we say in St. Olaf, crapola in a box.
Excuse me, I can't stand her when she's feeling her oats.
Rose, you're a pretty sharp deal maker. We've all underestimated you. Now, come over here. Taste, you're coaching a baseball player by letting him wear your underwear? Didn't I see this movie? A woman helps a handsome ball player and he goes off to live with the Indians. What was it called? Dances with Bulls?
Ma, you're confusing Bull Durham with Dances with Wolves.
A cold winter's night, but all year long. Take care of him, God. If anything happened, I just...
Rose, thanks for the lovely prayer. Now shut up and get into...
I took great pains with this guest list, and frankly, there is room here for only one young, attractive female.
Ooh, then I just got in under the wire.
Boy, look at that great shine.
All right, how did the audition go?
Great. Oh,
Oh, you should have tried out, Dorothy. Everybody was really stinky. You might have gotten a part this year.
Rose, don't be silly. Dorothy couldn't get a part. We're doing the award-winning musical Cats. You have to be agile, graceful, and sensual.
Superhero code, he'd never drop a girl.
Well, I'm glad the publicity stunt worked, and I could not be happier that you got your job back.
Freddie will be here any second. We've got a lot to celebrate.
Yes, I'm still Mr. Terrific, and he's still Mr. Policeman.
I cannot sleep.
I gave you, does it say cream chip beef and Polish sausage are okay to eat? Leonard, you're 5 feet 6 inches. You weigh 300 pounds. What do you mean you can carry it? Beacons couldn't carry it. Okay, make an appointment for tomorrow. Come by the office. We'll talk about it. Right. Yeah, goodbye.
Supplemental health care for seniors. Some companies are preying on fear and then using loopholes to avoid paying claims. For someone on fixed income, it's a matter of life and death.
By tell me more, I mean, does it pay $300?
Well, I suppose that'd be okay, but I can't believe with some...
Say that there were two things a lady could never have enough of. Lace handkerchiefs and gentleman collars. Maybe next Mother's Day I'll bring you a gentleman collar. You want to go in the dining room, have some tea? Not right now, darling. Body of a Mr. Mel Gibson, the personality of a Mr. Johnny Carson, and the financial resources of Mr. Donald Trump.
I have a feeling the three of us are going to be together for a long time.
And do you, Max, take Sophia to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Then if no Elvis in this room has any objection to this union...
That's reverse, Dorothy.
I did that once. It was his birthday.
Ma, we did not get a VCR so that you could watch dirty movies.
I'm 81. What are you worrying about? Okay, enough chit-chat. I fix it so all this will come crashing down on your head.
What are you talking about?
I'm finally going to get my revenge. I put a curse on you.
There are no curses, Sophia. That's 1,000 miles and 100 years ago. Sophia put a curse on me.